another game I played is also a mobile game, but I played it on the Steam Deck.
Oh,
and this is a game called Bleak Sword.
I'm really trying to think. Is it like black and white?
Yeah.
And they're almost like stick figures.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I was trying to picture the screenshot. Right. Carry
That's
on.
the one.
I've never
That's
played
the one.
it.
Tell
me about it.
I'll paint the scene better for you in a minute.
Yeah, please do.
Well, basically, it's sort of black and white and just stick figures. What else have you played? I first played Bleak Sword on mobile when it first came out, and I was immediately taken with its like brilliantly stark aesthetic, its bite-sized action, its Souls-like gameplay. But I also hated controlling it on touchscreen with like those digital controls, and I put it away until I could play it with a controller. Fast forward to now, Bleak Sword DX is available on pretty much everything, and I played it on Steam Deck after picking it up in the summer sale for a couple of quid. So what is Bleak Sword? Well, Bleak Sword tasks you with fighting through 120 stages as 12 bosses and increasingly hard and complex enemies. Each stage is a really small little arena, with each of the 12 worlds having a bit of an environmental twist to them, whether that's riding on horseback, wading through water, slipping on ice, or being in booby-trapped filled dungeons.
Booby!
Tits and boobies.
It's funny.
It is. Get your lads out for the tits.
Yeah.
Each stage will spawn several enemies for you to fend off, and your little hero attacks with a sword, blocks with a shield, and can dodge and parry. It's quite simple. And then you'll earn XP for winning fights, which you can use to level up your hero. You'll also find items to equip to boost various stats. If you die on a stage, you will lose your items and current XP, and in classic Souls fashion, you have one chance to beat that stage again if you want to reclaim them.
Oh.
Bleak Sword really boils down this little core loop to it's very bare basics, and it's really successful in doing that. Anyone expecting any more from the game will probably be a bit disappointed, but then the DX version does introduce several new modes to play through, different difficulty levels, and obviously there's achievements to aim for as well. But the thing that sets...
Calm down.
But the thing that sets Bleak Sword apart a little bit and adds a bit of spice to the experience is its aesthetic, which is just really, really cool. Like, you know how Octopath Traveler has like the 2D HD look, where they have those lovely pixel art sprites rendered in a sort of pop-up, tilt-shifted 3D world?
Yeah.
Well, Bleak Sword sort of does this, but with really low-res sprites, akin to something you might see on like a really old Amiga or Spectrum game, or something like VVVVV. It's like it's I don't know exactly what it is, but it's maybe like 6x10 pixels is like that's the canvas there. But it's amazing how much variety and detail you can get out of so few pixels, and it looks great when presented like this. And that like shallow depth of field tilt shift effect works really, really well for these little miniature diorama-like stages, augmented by really nice bloom and CRT filters. And it's all presented in this stark monochrome, with red being the only colour splashed throughout, and it looks gorgeous, especially on an OLED display.
Of course.
I mean, obviously the graphics don't enhance the gameplay, but it definitely does enhance the experience. It's a really, really good little game. I'm really glad that I got the opportunity to play it, and it's staying installed on my Steam Deck because I do want to play through the DX mode, which is a slightly expanded version of the original of the like the classic game mode, which I had a great time playing through. It is quite tricky. I've just completed it on normal. There's obviously 2 or 3 other harder difficulty settings should I wish to do that. But yeah, Bleak Sword, it's not anything groundbreaking. It is essentially bottling a specific gameplay experience.
Yeah.
But it does that very successfully. So if you like Souls-like games, or action roguelikes, or classic arcade games, keep an eye out for Bleak Sword. It's only about £8 full price. It's often on sale as well, and it's really, really good.
Bargain. Sounds a bargain. It looks lovely as well. It was, obviously, I could just about conjure the image of it when you started talking, but reminding myself, it looks great. It looks really, really good as, you know, a really, really considered aesthetic for how to take something very, very limiting but to kind of push it in quite a modern way of presentation. It's got that sort of, like you said, the tilt shift thing is really, really stark and striking.
Yeah.
So yeah, it looks great. I've put it on my wish list. I will inevitably buy it and install it and never play it at some point in the future.